Hey folks, Rick Vega here with Solavei, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use Craigslist to promote your Solavei business. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First of all, what we want to do is design an ad that we can use that is going to be clickable on Craigslist. What I've got here is an ad that I have put together in Microsoft Word format. Put some copy together based on some of the Solavei materials that we have. Grab some images off of Google that I could pop into the ad. I like this one here. I simply went into Google and typed in cell phone cash, and this is what came up. And so I thought it was applicable to what we were doing here at Solavei, so I copy and pasted that image in here. I also took this image from our Solavei promotional materials and popped it in there as well. You can come up with your own copy. I've got here, you can earn great money by simply using your smartphone with our dynamic new smartphone service. Whatever tagline you want to put at the top, you can. I also suggest that when you're looking at this and you're putting your own ads together, make it different than this one. Of course, you know, I don't want us to all have the same ad out there. That then hurts everyone. So use your own creativity. Pull information that is making you successful in Solavei. That information that you have used that have made you successful, and put it together in a simple ad. This is very simple. I also recommend that that you do not put your domain name here at the bottom. Like for example, my domain name is makemoneywithyoursmartphone.com. I also have the $49 smartphoneplan.com. I don't put that down at the bottom because too often if people either see the domain name, they'll copy and paste it and then go to it later, which isn't bad, but then it's more difficult to actually track your ad. So I just put click here to learn more. That makes the person click the ad, and when they click the ad, it takes you to whatever page you're promoting, typically your landing page. And in my case, it goes to the 7-Hour Wealth landing page that I use to promote my ad or my business. So put click here to learn more. So it's a simple little process. Open up a Word document, put a few photos in there, put some copy in there about Solavei. I've got a couple of different designs. I have another one here that you can see. Again, same tagline, but a few different images in there. Talks about the power of you in our business. And again, click this ad now to get started, as opposed to my domain name. So jazz it up a little bit, make it look creative. Use different ads in different cities, so it's not the same ad everywhere. And even from time to time, when you renew your ads in a certain city, switch out the ad so it's not the same thing being seen every time. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this example of an ad that I have built. Now, if you were just simply to go and copy and paste this into your Craigslist ad, it's not going to be clickable. It's strictly going to be copy up there on Craigslist, and that won't work because that will eventually get flagged and removed from their robots. So what we need to do is save this ad, and I have already saved this ad in my folder. It's right here. So what we're going to do is we're now going to get into our Craigslist account. Well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. This is called PhotoBucket. If you're not familiar with PhotoBucket, it's an online storage place for all of your photographs. And what the great thing is about PhotoBucket is you can actually take your photos that you have, your JPEGs and your PNGs and your TIFF files and all that, and upload it into PhotoBucket, and then you can convert that image into a direct link, or most importantly for our Craigslist ads, into an HTML code. Okay, and that is the code that you're going to actually post into your Craigslist ad. So when you get to PhotoBucket, and it's right here, it says photobucket.com, okay, So definitely want to write that down, photobucket.com, because you'll need to open up an account or start an account with PhotoBucket in order to do this. It doesn't cost any money. It's a free account. Simply, log in. I've already logged in here on my account, but simply just when you get to photobucket.com, open up a new account and get it set up. Once you do that and you're into your account, you'll see this green button at the top to upload your photos. All right? So you would click upload. All right? And I've done that here. Taking a second. And when you get to this screen, you're going to see a big green button that says, well, I'm waiting for that big green button to actually populate. There we go. Select photos and videos. So what we'd do is we'd click that button and we would go and look for that particular image that you want to upload. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my Solavei ads file, and I've set up a specific file for this webinar. And what I'm going to do is, actually, where is it? Let me, okay. That file that I had, oh shoot. One thing I forgot to show you, that was my mistake. Before you can upload the file, you have got to go and save. My mistake there, folks. You've got to go back and take this file and first save it as a PDF. Okay? So let's back up the step a little bit. You have your Word document that you provided and you produced for your ad. So the next step you have to do is save that ad as a PDF. So you'd come up your upper left hand button in Microsoft Office, come down here to Save As, and as a PDF. Okay? Save as a PDF. So I click that and I save it as a PDF. Okay, and I've already saved that ad, but I'll go ahead and save it again. It's going to ask me if I want to do that, so I'll replace it. Okay? So now it's converting that ad to a PDF. Now once that ad is converted to a PDF, what you'll need to do is then save that PDF as a JPEG file so you can upload the JPEG into PhotoBucket. Okay, not sure why that keeps popping up, but we'll just go ahead and knock that out of the way again. So once this converts to a PDF, we're going to save it as a JPEG file, because again, you need to upload the JPEG into PhotoBucket. So now I've got it as a PDF. Okay, that Microsoft Word document has now been converted into a PDF. So the next thing we do is we take the PDF and we save it as a JPEG. Now, if you just have Adobe Reader, I've got Adobe Pro, so I can simply do it from the PDF itself. If you don't have Adobe Pro, simple enough. Just go into Google and search free software to convert PDF to JPEG. Okay? All you got to do is download free software, and there's many different values of software out there that you can convert a PDF to a JPEG. Download that software and then simply take your PDF and convert it to a JPEG. But for the sake of this presentation, we're going to go ahead and convert it using my Adobe Pro software. So you save as a JPEG like I'm doing right here. Okay. It converts that PDF, not sure why that keeps coming up, but it converts that PDF into a JPEG. Okay. And then I can go back and I can find that PDF or that JPEG right here. And so let's see, it's going to be right here, I believe. I believe it's this one. So what we're going to do is we are now going to upload that to PhotoBucket. Okay? Actually, let's go back to PhotoBucket and do that. So we're right here. We click that green button. Now that we've saved our PDF as a JPEG, first we had the Microsoft Word document that we produced the ad in. Then we saved the ad to a PDF. Okay? Then we saved the PDF to a JPEG file. All right? And now we're uploading that JPEG file into PhotoBucket where you set up that account. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and we're going to find that image, and it's right here. Okay, actually I want to go into here It's right, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of ads I've developed. Right here. We're going to use this one right here. Okay? Remember, this is the ad we designed. So we're going to hit open, and what that's going to do is it's going to upload that into PhotoBucket. Okay? We'll give that a second here. So again, the process: Microsoft add to a PDF to a JPEG file, upload the JPEG file into PhotoBucket. Those are the 3 steps. Design the ad in Microsoft Word, convert that ad then into a PDF file, then convert the PDF file into a JPEG. Then you load the JPEG up into your PhotoBucket account. Okay? Simple enough? All right. So the upload is complete. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to view my album. All right? So if I view my album, the ad will also pop up here after it's been uploaded. Waiting for the computer to upload the photo. There we go. Okay. So now you can see all the different ads that I have produced as it shows the images here. All right. And running a little slow. So what we're going to do once these images pop up, we're going to find the image that I just uploaded, and you see over here you see an HTML link. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab that HTML code and I'm going to actually put it into my Craigslist account. So let's do this. Let's go over, while this is loading up here, let's go over to my Craigslist account, and I am actually going to log into it. And also, real quick, if you don't have a Craigslist account set up, it's simple enough. Just go to Craigslist.org or Craigslist.com. Either one works. And you see this little link right here to sign up for an account. You just click that, fill out the form. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and you sign up for a Craigslist account. It's much easier to have an account where you can have access to all your ads at one time. So once you set up a Craigslist account, then you'll have your email and password. I use RoboForm, so I'm just going to click that and it's going to populate it right up. Well, let me just put this in right here real quick. Alright, so puts it in there for me. So now what you can see are all the ads that I have running currently on Craigslist. You notice, I've had some deleted just because people have flagged it and deleted it, but for the most part these run actively every 2 or 3 days. So when you get into your account, you're going to need to post an ad, set up a new ad. So you come over here to new posting. All right, and let's see, we're going to go into we're not going to go into Iraq, that's for sure. So what we're going to do is let's go into let's do Fort Myers, Florida. All right, we're going to do Fort Myers, Florida. You hit go, and that will take you to a couple of steps that you got to complete. One, what are we offering? We're offering a job. It's not really a job. We all know that. We're not doing a job here. We're offering an opportunity. But in this case, we're going to be looking for people who are looking for a job, and we're going to show them this opportunity with Solavei. So you're going to abide by the posting guidelines. All right. Then I always choose sales jobs, okay, because those are the kind of people that I want to target for my position. You could also do retail wholesale jobs, real estate jobs. Real estate agents would be great in this, but typically I use sales. So you click on sales. All right, and for this case it's asking me what county do I want to run the ad in. In this case I'm going to choose Lee County. Lots of times they won't ask that. If it does, just choose one of the counties. All right, now you get into where you're going to post your ad. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up with a title. Titles are very important. You've got to catch the person's attention on the ad, all right? But you want to be forthright and honest. You don't want to go promising the world. You want to be realistic. So what I typically do is I'll say something like, make money with your smartphone, or earn $2,000 to $3,000 per month using your smartphone. Yes, you can make dramatically more money with Solavei, but I like to be realistic up front in the beginning and say, okay, if you work hard, making $2,000 to $3,000 a month is definitely doable. So let's start off with that, and that's going to get people's attention. But for the sake of this ad, let's just say make money with your smartphone. Did I type that right? Yes, I typed that right. That's amazing. So what that does is that gets people's interest. Make money with your smartphone. How on earth do you make money with your smartphone? So they'll click the ad. Now again, I don't want everybody to go out there and start using the same term, make money with your smartphone. You can use it now and then, but you want to make sure yours is unique, okay? So in this case, we're doing Fort Myers, so I would type in Fort Myers, Southwest Florida, as you can see up here. So it's the Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. Okay, oops, if I could learn how to type, things would be much better. Okay. Then I'll make sure you always anonymize your ad. In other words, you want to make it anonymous. You don't want to have your email address in there. That's my personal email. That's the account that it's set up with. And here's where you would post your ad. Okay, this is what's going to show up in the body of your ad, this area right here. So this is where we come back here, which still hasn't loaded up. Oh, here's one here. This is where you would actually come up and put your copy, your HTML code in your ad. So to keep things simple now, even though this hasn't loaded up yet, I am going to use this one here, okay? Just for the sake of the ad here. Now, you see down here it says HTML code, okay? Well, that's actually posting up now. You see right here where it says HTML code. This is an ad, by the way, that I developed for a college campus. In this case, it was the University of Florida. So I'm saying attention Florida students, and it talks about the same thing, the same ad. I just said attention Florida students, and then that ad would actually would go to a landing page that is specific to college campuses. We're not going to do that in this case, but that's where that ad would go. But for the sake of this presentation, we're going to use this particular ad that I've got on my PhotoBucket account. So you see over here where it says HTML code. And by the way, just it is important that when you do design an ad to a specific segment, you tailor the ad to a specific segment. So I wouldn't have a general ad going to college campuses. I wouldn't have a general ad that might be targeted to real estate agents. You know, I would have a general ad that's targeted to salespeople. And again, remember, that's what we were doing with this particular ad. So I wouldn't use this ad for a sales position. I would use it for targeting a college campus, just to make sure you're clear on that. So again, we're over here with the HTML code. So in PhotoBucket, all you have to do is click it, and you see how it went yellow and said copied? That automatically copied it onto my clipboard. All right. So now I go back over here to my Craigslist account, and I put the cursor in there, and I paste it. So in this case, I'm hitting copy, or excuse me, Control V. And see what it does? It actually puts the HTML code into the ad. Very important that you put the HTML code in there. Now, this is a crucial step that I'm about to show you. Do not forget this step. Otherwise, your ad, when you click it, is just going to go to the picture of your ad on PhotoBucket. Not going to help you. So right here, what you want to do, as you can see right here, I have got this URL highlighted. That's the actual URL to the image on PhotoBucket. Well, you don't want to send the person to the image on PhotoBucket. What you want to do is send them to your landing page. So what I've got here, and I just did this for my own benefit, I have got the HTML code with my landing page domain name right here. Right? You see that right there? That is the domain name for my landing page. Okay? Now, if you have your own landing page, great. What you can do is you can come over here and you could go to your landing page, and mine is this: make money with your smartphone.com. Okay? When I do that, it takes me to my landing page. Okay? Now I could do one of two things. I could put my makemoneywithyyoursmartphone.com right in here, and it's going to send it there. All right? So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put in my domain name. So, and you have to use the HTTP. Okay? So HTTP www.makemoneywithyoursmartphone.com. All right? That in itself would be fine, but it's always important to track your ads. You always want to know where your ad, or where your lead, I should say, is coming from. So here is how you can track an ad through Craigslist. At the end of your domain name, so here I've got http://www.makemoneywithyoursmartphone.com right here, right? There's my domain name. But right at the end, at the .com, you do /, you want to write this down, /T equals, /T equals. Whatever you put after the equal sign is how you're going to track your ad. So in this case, or it's going to tell you where that ad came from. In this case, it's a Craigslist ad in Fort Myers, right? It's a Craigslist ad in Fort Myers right here. So what I'm going to do is I always do CL for Craigslist. I do that in lowercase. You can do whatever you want, but I do CL. And then in this case, it's Fort Myers. So I type in capital letters Fort Myers. That's it. So now I'll know that it's Fort Myers. So you're done there. This is done. Just always remember, you type in or you paste in your domain name and that first URL to replace the one that you originally had. Remember, this was the original HTML code. Right here was the original HTML code that we pasted in. So you take this right here, right? The first URL that's listed in the HTML copy, and you replace it with your own URL for your landing page with the code at the end to track where it came from. Okay? Simple enough? All right. So down here at the end, you also, let me take this out because you don't want to, that'll just confuse everything. So there's my revised HTML code with my domain name. And remember, we got this HTML code from my Craigslist ad that I'd uploaded onto PhotoBucket, and then clicked the HTML code over here like I did just then, and then came back over and pasted it here. So now we're back here. Compensation. You got to list something for the compensation. So what I always say, and again, I like to be, you know, I don't like to put in $20,000 a month, even though you can make that with Solavei, but that, you know, is not common. Okay, but would $2,000 to $3,000 a month be common? I think so. I think so. So keep knocking that thing out. So what you would do then is I say earn $2,000 to $3,000 per month based on your efforts. Okay? You could put $3,000 to $5,000 per month. That's realistic too. You have to work hard for it, but that's realistic too. And then I say telecommuting, because you can do this from home, right? Then you hit continue. What that's going to do is it's going to take you to your ad where you can review it. Right? So I always check the title, make sure everything is right, there's no typos. Make money with your smartphone. Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. Then you see the ad itself, right? Check down here to make sure that reads okay. Compensation, earn $2,000 to $3,000 per month based on your efforts. Now, I always test the ad. So I'm going to click the ad and watch what happens when I click it. Bingo. I go to my landing page that I have with Solavei and 7-Hour Well. So works beautiful, doesn't it? So we'll get Tom there out of the way.
Anywhere in the world on your own terms.
So that's that. So then you come down here at the bottom, you hit continue, And now sometimes Craigslist is going to ask you for a phone number to send you a code to verify that you're not a robot. All right? Doesn't do it every time, but sometimes they'll do it. So in this case, I'm going to type in my number, and I'll have it sent via text message. You can do it via voice or you can do it via text. So I'm going to have them send the code, and in a moment I am going to get a text from Craigslist that will give me the code that I need to pop up, and it comes very quick. I've already gotten it. So in this case, and it's always a one-time thing, I can't use this code on any other ad. Alright, so I got my code, I submit it, and voila, the ad is done. So then I click back up here, right, to my, you see up here in the upper right hand corner, I click on my login and it takes me back to my account. Okay, and you can see the ad that I just did in Fort Myers, make money with your smartphone, is active. Okay, and that, my friend, is how you set up a Craigslist ad for Solavei. A clickable Craigslist ad in Solavei. Now, a couple of things. One, if you post too many ads at once, you'll get flagged and they'll be removed. Okay? Regardless of whether they're display or text, you just can't post multiple ads in one sitting. So what I do is I'll go and post an ad. Okay? Then I'll come back a few hours later and I'll post another. And then I'll come back a few hours later and I'll post another. And then I won't do any more than 3 in one day. Then I'll come back the next day and I'll post one. And then a few hours later I'll post another. What happens is, eventually, over about a week's time, you'll get a stable of 20 to 30 Craigslist ads running. What happens is, I think it's 48 hours, an ad will come up for renewal. So you'll notice you'll have leads coming in, and then suddenly they'll kind of drop off. Go into your Craigslist account and look, and you'll see, now all of mine are current, but you'll see some will say renew. Simply hit the renew button and voila, it's renewed again. You don't have to do anything else. Okay? So what happens is then you'll have a consistent number of ads always running on Craigslist as long as you simply renew them. Sometimes an ad will get flagged. Regardless of it being clickable or not, it's going to happen. People will see the ad, they don't like it for whatever reason, and they will, or it could be somebody from one of our competing companies, and they'll flag it and it'll get removed. Unfortunately, that's going to happen now and then. So you just put new ones up. It's that simple. I've had as many as 30 running at one time. I think right now I've got 15 or so running. But nonetheless, it's that simple. So remember, you got 3 steps before you post the ad. 1, you design it in Microsoft Word. Get images from Google, put the images in there, okay? Second, you take that Microsoft Word ad and you convert it to a PDF. It's simple enough. You can do that right through Microsoft. The third thing you do is you convert that PDF into a JPEG. If you don't have Adobe Pro, I'm sure most people don't, you can simply download free software from Google. If you search it on Google, you can download free software that will convert a PDF to a JPEG. Then once you have that JPEG, you upload the JPEG into PhotoBucket. Okay? Then you take that PhotoBucket JPEG that you've put into PhotoBucket and you copy the HTML code for that particular ad. Then you take that HTML code and you copy and paste it into the body of the Craigslist ad once you've set up a Craigslist account. Then that first hyperlink, that first URL in the HTML copy, you would replace that with your landing page URL, wherever you're going to send the person for that, that clicked on the ad. And again, you want to send that to a landing page. That's the only way you're going to be able to capture that person's information. Okay? Then once you've done that, you save the ad, you test it, and you're done. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's that simple. So, hopefully, this has helped you determine how you can use Craigslist to build your Solavei business. If you are not currently in Solavei and you're looking for a team to join, I'd love to work with you. I have had great success with Solavei. I've been in it for just over a month, have over 160 people on my team, enjoying great success, helping and supporting my team, and I can do the same thing for you. So if you are interested, you can contact me at rick@solaveistars.com, or you can also drop me a line at 913-981-3317. Love to help you out and love to help you get involved. If you're already on a team, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You've made a great decision, and I encourage you to get with your sponsor and teach your team this same concept for using Craigslist to promote your Solavei business. I've had great success with it, generated well over 300 leads in my first month, and are continuing to get leads coming in left and right. So I wish you nothing but success, and I hope this helps. Thank you so much.